Picture this. A 58-year-old man walks into a restaurant in Milan wearing a rumpled linen shirt, chinos that actually fit, and suede loafers with no socks. He hasn't tried on a single young trend in a decade. And somehow, every person in that room, from the 25-year-old waiter to the woman across the table, thinks the exact same thing. He looks incredible. Not good for his age, not still got it, just incredible. Full stop. Here's the twist nobody tells you. He's not trying to look younger. He's not fighting the calendar. He's not squeezing into a hoodie 2 sizes too small, pretending it's 2003. He figured out something a large number of men never do. Youth was never the goal. Vitality was. And nobody on earth wears vitality better than Italian men over 50. So let's steal it, all of it. The first thing to understand is that men over 50 could fall into one of 2 traps. Trap 1, near surrender. Baggy jeans, whatever shirt was closest. Sneakers that have seen things, possibly crimes. Trap 2, panic mode. Suddenly it's skinny jeans, a backwards cap, and cologne you can smell from the next postcode. Both of these age you faster than actual time does. Italian men skip both traps completely. They play a totally different game, and it starts with fit. Not tight, not baggy, just built. A jacket that sits on the shoulders like it was born there. Trousers that skim the leg instead of swallowing it whole. This isn't vanity, it's physics. After 50, a body changes, and clothes that don't move with it either drown you or expose you. The fix isn't complicated. It's just fit that respects the man wearing it right now, not the man he was at 30, and definitely not the guy from his gym selfie era. Next, color. This is where so many guys quietly sabotage themselves. Somewhere along the way, mature got mistranslated into wear only black, gray, and the occasional darker gray. That's not sophistication, that's camouflage. And camouflage against your own face is a losing strategy. Because after 50, your clothes stop just covering your body. They start reflecting straight back into your skin. Italians know this instinctively. They reach for navy instead of flat black, olive instead of dead gray, cream, tobacco, burgundy, soft blue, warm tones, rich tones, tones with a pulse. The result? Skin looks brighter, eyes look sharper, tiredness disappears. It's basically a free filter, and it comes from a shirt, not an app. Then there's the line between casual and careless, and this one's brutal, because most men cross it without even noticing they crossed it. A stretched out polo, jeans with no shape left in them, trainers built for a marathon nobody in this story is running. None of that reads relaxed. Italian casual is a completely different animal. A knitted polo with actual texture. An unstructured blazer thrown over a plain tee like it costs nothing to look that good. Even though, let's be honest, it probably did. Loafers instead of whatever's closest to the door. It still looks effortless. But it's effortless the way a good joke is effortless. Someone worked on the timing, and you're just not supposed to see the work. And speaking of texture, fabric is basically the secret ingredient nobody talks about. Cheap synthetics look flat, shiny, and a little sad under any light, indoors or out. Linen, cotton, wool, suede, cashmere. These move. They breathe. They actually improve with age instead of just surviving it. Put simply, fabric with life in it makes the man wearing it look like he's got some too. Now here's the part that changes everything. Light structure. Most men think their only 2 settings are full suit or sweatpants, like a dimmer switch that only does off or full blast. Italians live happily in the gap between those extremes. And that gap is where the actual magic happens. A lightweight blazer over a plain polo, a linen shirt, sleeves rolled with purpose, not desperation, a fine knit layered over sharp trousers, a clean field jacket instead of a puffer. These pieces do something almost sneaky. They add just enough shape to counter what age quietly softens. Shoulders read stronger. Posture reads taller. The eye gets pulled upward instead of down. This isn't disguise. Nobody's hiding 50+ years, and nobody's asking you to. It's just presentation. And there's a massive difference between hiding your age and simply showing up well in it. Underneath all of it sits one quiet superpower: restraint. No shouting logos, no chasing a trend that'll be dead by Christmas. Just good basics, worn with total confidence, repeated because they work every single time. And restraint reads as something specific: security. A man who isn't performing anything looks like a man who doesn't need to. That's magnetic at any age, but especially at this one, when everyone half expects a midlife costume change. So here's the real headline, the one worth actually remembering. The goal was never to dress young. The goal is to stop dressing old. Those two sound similar. They are not even close to the same thing. Dressing young is imitation, borrowing someone else's decade and hoping it fits like it used to. Dressing well is clarity, knowing exactly who you are and choosing clothes that say it plainly, without a translator. Better fit, warmer colors, real fabric, shoes that mean business. A little structure right where age tries to soften things. That's the entire playbook, and it's shorter than you'd think. No seminar required. Italian men over 50 don't own more clothes than anyone else. Some own noticeably fewer. They just stopped guessing. They know their shape, their colors, their 2 or 3 go-to pieces that never miss, and they wear all of it like it's obvious, because to them, at this point, it genuinely is. And underneath the clothes is the real punchline: confidence. Not the loud kind that needs an audience. The quiet, load-bearing kind that doesn't need applause to keep standing. Men don't just wear outfits, they wear attitude, whether they mean to or not. Italian men wear theirs with zero apology, zero desperation, zero second-guessing in the mirror. That's not a trick of style, that's just a man comfortable in the decades he's actually lived through. So forget trying to out-young anybody. Nobody's winning that race. And honestly, why would you even want to? Aim for something better. The guy who looks like he's lived and clearly liked it. Wear clothes that fit your body today, not the one from your college photos. Trade flat black for something with actual warmth in it. Buy fewer pieces, but ones that earn their place in the closet. Add structure where it counts. Choose fabric that moves instead of just sitting there. And most of all, stop dressing from fear. Fear shrinks a man in the closet and everywhere else. Style, real style, does the opposite. It gives him edges. So walk in like that man in Milan. Rumpled linen, loafers, zero apology. Not one glance in the mirror to double check. Let the room figure out your age on its own.